What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on this episode, I'm going to discuss the term second year with sports cards, where it came from, why it's made up, it's not a thing, don't fall for it. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. Warning you now, my mind might wander into other aspects of it, but let's get into the term and where it came from. So about 18 months ago, we saw the massive boom going in to sports cards. You know this, where it's been, what it's done. Yes. So it was about the time when the boom happened. There was obviously the Luca craze. Everybody wanted Luca rookie cards, and everybody was hyping them up. They went from, I was buying them when they were $8 to $10 to $12, and then they just went to 500 to 1,000. Like, it was crazy times. But then people started, there was this, I've seen an interview, I'll try and link it. I'm not going to name them because to me they're not worth being named. They're bad people. They're kind of stuck in the hobby at the moment because these people that have come in, they followed another person in. That person pretty much left now, but these guys sold their other businesses because they thought obviously the prices were going to keep going up and up and up, but now we're starting to see prices come down. So they're kind of stuck. They're clutching at straws at the moment, trying to stay relevant to the hobby, trying to pump stuff up, they're scrambling, in other words. So there was an interview about these guys. They couldn't get Luca rookies, and they thought to themselves, how can we take advantage of these newcomers? How can we take advantage of the hype? How can we take advantage of the hobby? And how can we make a shitload of money doing it? So they came up, they rang each other one night. I've seen the interview, everyone's probably seen it as well. They rang each other one night and said, hey, what do you think about buying a whole heap of the new release Prism cards, Luca cards, and promoting them as second year cards? So they came together, they went out and they purchased a whole heap of them, sent them to PSA, bought a whole heap of Luca 1920 cards and started promoting them as second year cards. Now, at the time, I'd done a lot of TikTok videos, guys. If you want to go check it out, my channel, I'll link it in the bio. But there was a lot of TikTok videos I'd done of people trying to sell second year Lucas. They were selling them at what, 50 to 100 each, which is crazy because it's just a base card, guys. And a lot of people now are saying, you know what I mean, like, are starting to fall for it. And at the time, they fell for it. So they were buying these cards at $50 to $100. And in the video I done on TikTok, I showed examples of other Luca cards that were rookie cards, and actual rookie cards with the RC and everything on there. And they were selling for the same price as these just base Prism. So then these guys were making a ton of money and people were falling for it. And I was trying to help, and I kept getting roasted in the comments. The hobby's decided it's such thing as second year. Well, how come if it's such thing as second year, it's only a certain amount of players people are referring to as second year? Nobody's buying a Thon Maker Prism and saying, oh, second year Thon Maker. No, they're only doing the Lucas. They've moved on to Kobe's and LeBron's. It's all the people that can't afford the Prism rookies are trying to buy, but you can still get. That's the main thing that I was getting at. You could have still got the Hoops rookie. You could still get Optic. You could still get Chronicles. You could still get all these other rookies. Every player has a mass amount of rookies every year. Over 50 rookies. There's Hoops, Optic, Donruss, clearly Donruss, Hoops Premium, What else is there? Select, National Treasure, like the list goes on. Then every player has color variations of every card. So you could still get a Luka rookie back then for the same price as people were paying for these second year cards, and people were falling for it. And then we started seeing them laughing and carrying on, and then moving on to other players like the KDs, like the LeBrons, like the Kobe's, and like they're making this shit up as they went, and people were falling for it, and to this day are still falling for it. But when does it stop? It's not second year. It's not recognized as second year. It doesn't have SY on it. We've talked about this so many times before. But if you look at the people doing it, they're just in it to make money. They don't care what you think. They don't. But 10 years down the track, you're going to go to someone and go, oh, I've got this second year card, and they're going to laugh at you, because all the people that come in and created this whole second year thing is going to leave the hobby. Like, the hobby's coming down. People might not realize, but in another 6 to 12 months, you'll start seeing definite price drops. You're seeing it now. Those Luka second years, everyone was paying $50 to $100 for. You can buy them for $4 to $6 now, maybe $10. It's not a thing, guys. Like, it's almost like everyone's saying that LeBron first prism in a first Lakers jersey was a thing. That was a Lakers rookie card. Like, people have come into this hobby the last 18 months and started making up terms just to take advantage of these young kids and take advantage of newcomers that don't know any better, that haven't been here 20 plus years. Like us old school collectors are laughing at these guys for trying to make up this stuff, but people are falling for it. So don't fall for the second year. There's no such thing. And the people that are roasting me in my comments from my videos I made saying, well, the hobby's spoken. Who's the hobby? You point me in his direction, I'll ring him and say, is there such thing as second year? You got to understand, nobody owns the hobby. Nobody runs the hobby. We all run it. We all own it. We all have vested interest in it. We all collect. There's flippers, there's investors, there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these aspects of the hobby. And he's like, the hobby's decided. No, all these newcomers have fallen for it and technically decided. So I then brought up the whole thing of the only second year card that should matter, and don't really quote me on this because I haven't really looked it up, but I'm pretty sure, is Ben Simmons, because I'm 99.9% sure Ben Simmons won Rookie of the Year on his second year, because he sat out his whole rookie year injured. So technically, was his second year his class as his rookie year? Then you can bring up the whole, is the year after technically a card, even though it's not. But that's probably the only second year card that matters. So, you know what I mean? Like, people are still debating whether Michael Jordan rookie cards is actually his true rookie card, because he didn't start then. He started 2 years before then. Like, there's so much debating going around in the hobby whether, you know what I mean? Like, we're seeing it every day, something new in this hobby. Fanatics has taken over the basketball license. Everyone's taken over. They've taken over. Like, is it gonna, like, you got to understand, there's people jumping ship. So many people are going to leave the hobby in the next 5 years. All these people that have followed this certain person into the hobby, I'm not going to mention him, but everyone knows who I'm talking about, because I've had I make it very clear on TikTok and other aspects on it. But he's come in, they've pumped and dumped, they've left, but they've got these other couple of guys that are in the hobby at the moment that have come in, and you can tell, you can look at their YouTube videos, you can look at their Instagram, you can look at everything. They've changed their business, they've sold other businesses and started businesses in the hobby, but they weren't in the hobby before. They just followed this person in to try and milk as much as they can. That person's left the hobby, but these people still continue to clutch at straws, try and tell people what to do, tell kids what to buy. Go buy this card. This card's going up. This card's going up. This card's going up. That card's going up. Like, trying to tell these kids what to buy. They've made certain businesses in the hobby where you have to pay them for information. All the information's out there, guys. You should not have to pay for free information. They got apps. They got, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are only in it to make money. They don't give a shit. You can see in some of their videos, they're so far out of their element. Some of them, they abuse staff. You can abuse staff. Customers abuse people in the comments saying they're shill bidding. Like, there's so many people that are just crooks, and we can call them crooks, but you got to understand, they're only in it for money. They're not in it to help you. They're not in it to guide you. They're in it because they're trying to sell a product. They're trying to get eyes on other businesses they own. But these guys have sold businesses and now they're stuck because they've come in, they've told all these people, and they keep telling people cards are going up, cards are going up, cards are going up. We're seeing it now. Cards are just coming down. Maybe they'll call up their mates at auction houses. Hey, can we get another record sale? I'll front the money. No one has to know that someone didn't pay for it. And then all the content creators, record sale, card prices are going back up. This is proof. No, it's not, because, you know what I mean? Like, people have got cards at PSA that they were bought for raw for what they're selling for PSA 10 now. And you're saying card prices are going up? Like, they're clutching at straws, guys. And you've got to understand this coming from somebody that's been doing this for 12 years. I get sales every day on eBay. I don't have to put second year. I don't have to put invest with a friggin' graph emoji. I've been doing this for so long. I know what cards to buy and what cards people want to buy because I'm a collector. That's why I call this the collector's mindset, because that's how you got to think in this hobby. You can't just keep following the leader and being sheep. It's called, if you go over to my Insta, you'll see cycles I've posted, and I'm going to do it here. I will show you the videos on the cycles, and we're living through it now, guys, where these guys are starting to clutch at straws, and they got the shits now because Panini's leaving, and they've just done deals with certain things to try and get exclusive content and all this, and now it's all blowing up in their face, and they're looking out of their element. You can clearly see they're out of their element. They're changing up their business every day to do other stuff because they know the money's just not there. They're not making money like they were during the peak of the hype. And now their fearless leader, who has a shitload of money that they want to be, you know what I mean? Like, the people the guy they follow, and that he promotes being yourself. Stay in your own lane. You know what I mean? Don't follow what I do. Do what you want and just be the best at it. But they're following what he does. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm just going to give you the tools on to follow your passion, to stay in your own lane. It's when you drift out of that lane that you've been in for so long before and made a lot of money, and you go out of your element, then you lose. So the whole second year term was made up just to pump more cards up because they missed out on the rookie cards. Because Luca went from being a $35, like I was buying him $8. All of a sudden he went to $500 raw for his Prism. I was buying him at $8. So they've come in and they're like, well, we've already, like, I'm not going to buy a $500 prism. Why not we just buy a shitload of $5 for the next year and then make up this term second year? You know what I mean? And we're seeing it now. We're seeing these young kids on TikTok. They'll open a pack. Oh, I went to my LCS today and I bought this second year Zion and this third year bloody Kevin Porter Jr. and this, you know what I mean? Like, they're just making up all these terms, and people are saying the hobby's spoken. No, the hobby hasn't spoken, guys. You gotta understand, there's a lot of people out there that will just laugh at you when they say second year. I laugh at everyone every day. I even comment. Some people have stopped commenting because some people have blocked me from their comments because they know I'm right. I'm not saying, this is just an opinion. This is just, as a 20, going on 26, 28, 26 years maybe collecting, of what I've seen in the past, what works. Like, I've already started planning for when Fanatics takes over. I've already started planning my business around that. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to think that far ahead. I'm not one of these sheep that are going to follow everyone else. And you can see it now. People already in this hobby have started saying second year because of other people saying it. So they think it's a thing. They'll hashtag people to try and get views, but they think that they're going to get the audience from Sportscards, but that person that they're hashtagging isn't in Sportscards anymore. So he's moved on. So they're trying to get more views on their product, what they're doing, and get more followers, but they're not, because that person's not in it. So all these followers have left the hobby, but the ones that are stuck here are still trying to clutch. They've lost so much money because they come in during the hype, not realizing that what goes up must come down, and it just happens like that. So same goes for every other thing. And I'll just subscribe and follow. If you go to my Insta, if you go to my TikTok, if you follow me on social media, you will see all the stuff I teach you, all the stuff I've been trying to teach, I'm trying to make this affordable for everybody to collect. Everybody can grab a straw and drink from the pond. There's enough to go around, because then Panini and Tops and Fanatics and that are just rain clouds. Make it rain, refills the pond every day. You know what I mean? Like, there's people holding wax. And if you watch my past video I released last week, I think it was, on my thoughts on holding wax, right? There's no need for it. It's mass printed. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there that are holding wax for the next 10 years, but in 10 years time, who are you planning to sell it to? They think it's going to be $1 million box in 10 years. No one's going to buy a box for $1 million. I can tell you that now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my opinion. Second year, I don't like it. I think it's just two scumbags in this that have come into this hobby. I don't mean to sound rude or that, but it's just bad people that have come into this hobby to try and cash in on the hype and take advantage of all these new kids that have come into the hobby and think that their base cards are worth more than what they are. So who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share. Massive giveaways, guys. If you watch this, if you go like everything, I'm going to be giving away so much products. I'm going to get some Prism Blasters for giveaways. I'm going to do some free breaks. I'm going to go follow Tate Sportscards. Yeah, just stay tuned. Big news coming here in the hobby. Website should be up and running soon. Got mass amount of product coming for you guys, and I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff to my followers to give back to you guys, to give back to the hobby. that has treated me so well to put a roof over my head. So we're going to have some fun breaks coming up on my website, on my eBay store, mass discounts. I'm just going to give back to the community. That's helped me through 20 plus years. So all these newcomers that have jumped on board, welcome to the hobby, and keep collecting, guys. Invest, collect, flip, whatever you do in this hobby, there's room for everyone. I know a bit skeptical in the past, but always have a collector's mindset, no matter what you do, whether you're an investor or a flipper. Always have a collector's mindset, because at the end of the day, who is your target audience? Who is going to buy those cards off you? The collectors. Investors will sell to investors, flippers will sell to investors, blah, blah, blah. When the prices go up, collectors take a step back and wait for it to come back down, because we've lived through this. We know it comes back down. So we get the best deals. Why do you think I was buying Luca cards when they were $8? Because we know. You know what I mean? Rookie cards are always the first card a collector buys, guys. Just remember that. That's my tip of this video. A rookie card's always the first card a collector owns. So if you're trying to sell to a collector, you need to find the next piece to his puzzle and his PC. So stay collecting and comment what you want to see. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you around. Peace.